Hi, everybody. What's happening? Hey there. What's up? How you doing? Ma ma. Arr. Hi, everybody. Who's here? Who is freaking here? I want to know who the hell is here. Freaking Rob is here. Fatima's here. She's having a spot of tea with fresh ginger. Now, I want to know. What exactly is a spot? Like, is it a little spot? Is it a big spot? Can you clean it with Windex? I don't know. Kevin's here. It's Monday. I am not late anymore. A Monday-ish Monday? You never know. Let's see. Jeep! I do have buttons. I have all the buttons. Wanna know? Wanna see? Frickin' buttons. Let's see. I would say let's raise the roof in this party, but someone beat us to it, right? Yeah, my roof is in shambles at the moment. Just a little bit. Anyway, Bobby made it. Well, nice of you to freaking make it there, Bobby. Jeez. Where you been hiding? God. You have one job. One job. And I tell you, I don't know what to say about this woman. One job. Where's my damn brush? Here it is. I got my damn brush. Let's brush some hairs on our heads. What do you think about that? Let's brush the hairs. Is Sierra guarding my socks? My mom is good. She's all excited that the house is getting done. I'm sure you guys saw all the pictures on Facebook. Of course, I came home to this calamity of crap on my front lawn. They were actually, they found out after they tore the shingles off that the plywood underneath was 3/8 inch plywood instead of 1/2 inch. So they had to add, they had to, what did they do? Did they add to it? Yeah, they added to it to make it 1/2 inch. And the shingles are sitting there, and the shingles will probably go up tomorrow. But they got that house all torn up. I just came home to this mess. Like, well, you can't see it if I show you the camera because it's up. But, oh my god. But they have to get, yeah, they added thickness to the roof, yes. It's supposed to rain Wednesday. Thursday? First it was Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Then it was Wednesday, Thursday, and I don't know. But anyway, they had to get it done. They wanted to get the roof absolutely done before Wednesday. And then they'll start on the siding and the soffits and the trim, and then the driveway. The roof is fat, yeah. And supposedly, whoever, and I think I remember the name of the company because I was talking to my mom about it. Um, when they put up the roof the first time, when my parents had it done in 1984, yes, you heard me right, 1984, the roof is 40 years old. Um, when they added new plywood up there, apparently they didn't cut shit the right way, and they found a whole bunch of, and they couldn't measure and, measure once and, cut once. They had to, I guess, eyeball it, but they found these 1 inch gaps all along. Instead of the plywood being butted up together, there was a gap like this, and so they had to fix that and recut, and yeah. Bobby thinks adding thickness to the roof is an industry term for shingles on top of shingles. No, it was only one layer roof. It was only a 1 layer roof. They were adding thickness to the plywood because it wasn't thick enough. An expansion gap for the hot air inside the house to swell out. Well, apparently not according to this contractor. I mean, he factored that into it. But the way they did it didn't make sense. There was nothing there to escape. Yeah, it was. You'd have to see it, I guess. But it is cold on Monday, Kevin. It absolutely is. And they're not done yet. Like, I couldn't even pull into the driveway today. They just got pallets of shingles and pallets of... They got this really nifty tool. Hey, Eagle. That they use to get the plywood up to the roof. And it actually fixes... It fixes onto a ladder. An extension ladder. And it's run by a motor. And... it's like, I want to call it a rack. It literally kind of looks like this. And they lay the plywood on there. And it shoots it to the moon. This thing is fast. Like, they hit the button and this thing goes up the ladder to the roof. My mother's like, watch this. Watch what they do, right? So, I'm like, gee, if things go any faster, it's going to launch itself to the moon. But, yeah, parking down the street. Oh yeah, for the hour that I was home, Rob, all I did was look out the window because my street, anything could happen. I mean, I was on the sidewalk in front of my neighbor's house. Like, I didn't give a crap. So then there's this big freaking dumpster in front of my house, and oh my god. We're adding thickness to things, yeah. What do you do, goats in winter? Oh, she's talking to Eagle. So yeah, like, it's fast. I mean, I'm sure there's a technical name for this thing, but it to the moon with this plywood. So yeah, it's, and like, they showed up at my house. My mother said 7:15 this morning, and it was like back and forth text messages between me and Jim and me and the contractor and me and Jim. I said, wait a minute. I said, is the contractor at the house? And he said, yes. I said, so, like, talk to him. Why do you have to tell me so I can tell him? You just talk to... So, oh, my God. I said, and half the stuff you got to get the okay from my mother anyway. So, you're both there. He's there. Talk to him. Gee. I am living in construction zone insanity. I am. Like, I there's pictures that I got that I didn't even post on Facebook because I literally got them in the afternoon. This is pretty much what it looks like in a nutshell. That's what my house looks like right now. I cannot get into my damn driveway. That's what my house looks like. uh, Monday's like going on a blind date and getting slipped roofies and waking up in a cornfield not knowing what happened. Yeah, right. Okay. Would you in a cornfield with or without your shingles? Isn't that a scene from the Money Pit? Well, I'm not going to tell you how much this entire job is costing. Roof, siding, soffits, leaders and gutters, and the extra plywood. Yeah, because I don't think any of you will be conscious after I tell you how much this job would be. So, the window is still in the door. Let me tell you something, Rob. If after all of this, that window doesn't break, I'll be surprised. Because that was not a fun job either. What's a throwback? Hey, SK. So, yeah. Oh, and he has to take out 2 Chrysler in-wall air conditioners, one in the living room, one in the dining room, that my great-grandfather had put in after my great-grandmother got sick. And she died in 1979, okay? So that's how long those things have been in the wall. So he's got to take 2 of those out, build the wall, the space back in, sheetrock, and side. Yeah. Now, the new driveway, actually, Fatima, is the least expensive of the entire job. Okay? And that's not even blacktop. That's ripping up the blacktop, adding drainage at the bottom. Okay, because y'all know my driveway goes like this, right? Adding drainage down by the garage and putting pavers in instead of blacktop, and a stone retaining wall on both sides. And that's the least expensive of the entire job. New roof, new driveway. Might as well spring for a new home. Yeah, well. Hi, Diane. Yeah, the driveway is the least expensive of the job. Yeah. And all I wanted was a new driveway. Because our driveway goes like this, and at the bottom is a little valley where they didn't put any drainage, and then there's a lip, and then you have the garage door, right? Well, all the rain collects in that little valley there, and it has torn up the blacktop. Like there's a hole, like there's holes, and it's cracked and it's broken. All I wanted was a new driveway. And look what a new driveway turned into. Well, we need new siding, and we need which I already knew. All I wanted was a driveway. Be a great time to have a camper to escape to. Right? Hey, McGill. Oh, yeah, and they plan to have all of this done, weather permitting, by the 6th of November. These guys started working on this roof at 7:15 this morning, and my mother texted me at, I'll tell you right now, it wasn't all that long ago. She messaged me at 6:45, saying that they left at 6:30. So they literally almost worked 12 hours today on this roof. And they'll be back tomorrow morning at 7:30. The new driveway paved the way for all this new construction. Yeah, and they're putting pavers down instead of blacktop this time. And then we have to wait until the spring, because my house is brown and beige, right? Now. Or what, you know. The garage door, when my father had the garage door replaced, the garage door is brown. But, because it's cold, we have to wait till the spring to have the garage door painted. And it's an aluminum garage door. The house was built with a wooden garage door. My father burned out a garage door opener because that door is so heavy. So when he replaced it with an aluminum one. So we're going to have a blue house with white trim with a brown garage door until the spring. Yeah. I've seen worse. I'm not really worried about that. Roofers have to take advantage of good weather, yeah. No, because they had to. We have a lot of peaks in our roof. I'll show you the picturesque. I was just telling them. We have a center hall colonial. So we have a lot of peaks in our roof. And they had to take down and replace this and do that and blah, blah, blah. And I'll show you the picture. I showed them earlier. That's my house. One, two, three, four. 4 peaks on that house. Well, they had to order some extra stuff, Diane, that they weren't anticipating. So that didn't come till later on. And the dumpster didn't come till... Was I on lunch when the dumpster came? It was right before I went to lunch. So that they had to wait for the dumpster to get there, so... Anyway, lots of peaks and valleys, yeah. New meds hitting the yard. Okay, bye, Kev. So, any more peaks and they'll fill the sequel to clipping, right? So, yes. What's the pitch? Pretty damn steep. That's what the pitch is. They'll literally go like this. And like this. So they're pretty steep. The house was built in 1948. So... It's Hala. What's up, Hala? Why is this stupid freaking television? The Who party? What's the Donner party? What are you talking about? So yeah, that's my life for the next. Yeah, it's an oldie. What am I looking for? Weather. So let's see when we're supposed to get rain now. Not till Thursday. Okay. Yeah, so he wants to have this done by Wednesday. Now it's Thursday. Just originally it was 4 days of rain, then it turned to two. Now it's one. Hey, Larkspur, there you go. Thank you. No, he's at Lodge. Yeah, it's gonna be a soaker. 150 days to go. Oh, excuse me. So, that's my life right now. Like I said, the driveway is the least expensive out of everything. Oh, and then he's got to come back in the spring, not only to paint the garage, but he's got to paint the foundation in the back of the house. Because we have this much foundation in the front of the house and 6 feet of foundation in the back of the house. Because we're on a hill. Where Hard had to go to sleep, right? The Donner Party got trapped in a snowstorm in California. Oh, okay. I probably knew that, but my brain ain't working right now. Get them to hide Jeep like Easter eggs in the new roof siding. So, of course, like, they have all this stuff strewn all over my front lawn, and some of it wound up on my neighbor's walkway going down into his backyard. So Jim, he came home while we were outside talking to the owner of the business of the construction company, and Jim ran over and was like, "Hey, Christopher, how you doing? I'm so sorry they accidentally like left this stuff on your walkway." And he's like, "I ain't worried about it. It's fine. It's fine. We have good neighbors." You need a Jeep update. If you haven't already provided it, did it receive the second wash? No, because the damn car wash was closed on Sunday because they had the street closed. And if it's going to rain on Thursday, then it can just wait till the weekend. Now that I can go to the car wash on Saturdays. So, the rain will get it on Thursday for now. We had a family friend that was a descendant of the Donner Party. Make sure my kitty doesn't get out with all that work going on. No, my mom is very good about keeping the front door closed. And Jim was at the house all day, and he was, he's like, "The cat's on the couch, the cat's on the couch." And she never lays on the couch. She's a very independent diva. Usually she'll lay on, like, the recliner or something, but she must have been scared from all the hammering and then pounding and everything, because he said she jumped up on the couch and laid down like 3 times today. So Bobby's gonna run to the bank and smoke shop before the bottom drops out of these clouds. Why don't you drive to the bank, Bobby? Today is SK's kitty's birthday. You're aware of the no wash Sunday. I didn't know if you got one today. No, because I had to work today. keep the door closed until the insure man cometh. We ain't going food shop until Thursday because we brought a bunch of food home from the campground. So all the stuff we would normally buy is we brought it home with us. So we only need a couple things this trip. So, and she, Jim's like, well, we're not going to get to the food store till Thursday. What does your insure situation look like? And she says, oh, I just opened the second case today, right? So he opens the fridge and he's like, I don't believe you. So he opens the refrigerator and he counts, oh, there's 7 up here. And he turns around and he looks at my mother and he goes, there ain't no way in hell that you drank 9 Ensure today. She says, what do you mean? He says, there's 16 bottles in a case. You did not open the case today, have 7 left in the fridge, and you drank 9. She looked at him and she was like, okay, maybe not. She's trying to tell him that she opened the case today. He's like, get your damn math straight, woman. Oh, God. Too funny. She probably opened it on Sunday. But no, today's Monday. That wouldn't work. She probably opened it. Actually, we went food shopping last Tuesday. She probably opened it like Saturday. I'm trying to lie. She does. I swear to God, Fatima. She'll have, how many Ensures you drink today? Oh, 2. Maybe 3. She needs an intervention. Jim's like, you need an intervention. Hi, Scott. He says, I think you need an intervention. She's like, leave me alone. She's bad. She's bad. So that's my life right now. These are sour. So my M25 video is out. In case you haven't seen it yet. Ensure is 220 calories per can. If mom's not careful, she's gonna explode. Diane, let me tell you something. My mother has been out of the hospital after the 3rd trip since, is it April or is it June? I can't remember. Early in the year. Anyway, give or take like 6 months, right? She's been drinking Ensure every day since then. The last time she went to the doctor last week and he weighed her, okay, she gained a whopping 3 pounds. 3 pounds this woman gained. If that was anybody else, they would have gained like 50 freaking pounds, right? Now she gained 3 pounds. What the hell? 3 pounds. Everywhere SK looks, she sees Jeeps. They have replaced noticing truck balls to a truck. You can put truck balls on a Jeep and have the best of both worlds. How's that sound? An intervention may be required. I'm serious. 3 pounds. 3 pounds. She's like, well, I was 1.8. Well, I was 117, but now I'm 120. I'm like, do not talk to me about that, okay? How is that possible? Mostly because she eats like a bird, right? And she fills up on these Ensures so much during the day that when it comes to dinner time, she's not hungry. So, like, she'll have like a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and then she's full. But she'll have her, cinnamon raisin toast in the morning, then she'll have a half a sandwich at lunchtime, and I guarantee you that with each of those meals, she's drinking an Ensure. But yet she'll show me her cup of iced tea, and I'm like, no, you're not drinking your cup of iced tea. You're cracking open a bottle of Ensure, okay? Don't give me that crap. SK saw another purple rain today. Maybe try taping the bottles to her. See if that helps her weight gain. She doesn't need to gain weight, Rob. I mean, she 100% she's hitting the Ensure, yeah. She's such a fit. She's like, well, I'm 80. I can do what I want. And I'm like, you sound like my grandmother. She's like, well, where do you think I got it from? I'm like, I can't. I just have to walk away sometimes. You just have to. I'll just tell him, be like, all right, Bob. Okay. Okay. She's 80. She can do what she wants, and I'm okay with that. Like, all the power to her, right? But don't lie to me about your Ensure intake, okay? Yeah, right, Fatima. We bought her 4 cases before we went on vacation. 4 cases of Ensure to last her the 2 weeks that we were gone. She had 3 bottles left when we got back. She sends me a message. We're in Vermont. She says, and this was like Tuesday. We weren't coming home till Sunday. I have 3 bottles of Ensure left. I'm going to have to ration them. That was... yeah! Hello! You were supposed to ration them in the first place. That's why we got you 4 cases. So even if you did splurge, you had 2 cases for the first week and 2 cases for the second week. Personally, I think she had friends come over and they played cards and drank Ensure all week. That's just my guess. But she can do what she wants. She's 80. Yep. That's my mother. I don't make the rules. I just live there. No, the cat hasn't gained any weight. Nope. She's 9 pounds. My cat. 9 pounds. She's been 9 pounds for the past 5 years since we've had her. She's due. She's got to go for her shots in December. I got to remember that. But yeah, she's 9 pounds. She hasn't been drinking it. Nope. That's what older women do. Hang out, play bridge, and get battered on the shore. I'm telling you. Add some vodka and make it an old white Russian drink. Alright. Oh, and it's gotta be milk chocolate. It's gotta be milk chocolate. It cannot be vanilla. It cannot be the other chocolate one they have. Apparently they have 2 chocolate kinds. It's gotta be the milk chocolate. Yes. Well, I'll drink the vanilla if they don't have the other one, but I'd rather have the chocolate. Alright. Diane's nephrologist had me drink 1 daily to up her calorie intake. Worked too well, gained 7 pounds in 2 months. I'm telling you, it's 7 pounds in 2 months, Diane, okay? She gained 3 pounds in 10 months. So, I mean, what's the problem there? In that case, make it Brandy or Bailey's, right? You cannot. You cannot. Now, you can. There's 2 types of Ensure. There's the regular Ensure, and then there's the extra protein one. That's the one that she, she doesn't know which is which. We get her the chocolate. When she drinks them both, it doesn't make a difference, right? One of them has 220 calories, and the other one is not much less than that. She gains 3 pounds, and she tells me she's getting fat. Ma, you weigh 120 pounds. Do you know how many people I know that would die to be 120 pounds? Okay? And you're complaining that you gained 3. What is going on with you? 8-year-old New Jersey resident charged with DUI following a slow-speed chase involving a computer chair and a reported shore bench. Right? She's... Oh my God. The worst part is she tries to lie about it, thinking that we're not going to do the math. That's what kills me. And we catch her in it every single time. Ma, your math is not mathing today, okay? 7 plus 5 is not 16. I don't know. I don't know. Keeping an eye out for a New Jersey episode of Spring Break Gone Wild. Meanwhile, okay, I know that everybody deals with death in a different way, right? Everybody has their own way of grieving, okay? But right now, right this very second, my father is spinning around in his grave, okay? I'm just letting you know, that's what he's doing. Just saying. Diane's mom wanted milkshakes, so we used vanilla Ensure and flavored There you go. Right? And it starts off thick, because that stuff is it's not super thick, but it's thick enough. It's thicker than chocolate milk. It's like milkshake almost. Went into the RV this morning to remove liquids that could freeze. Oh, I just put everything in the camper that I think. I mean, not including the food, but like the shampoo and the body wash and dish detergent stuff. I just you throw it all in the sink. If it explodes, it's in the sink. It's gonna go down the drain. Not worried about it. He's spinning on his. He's just spinning. He's just between everything we've done with the house. That's probably the one thing that would definitely make him spin. Because the man did not like change. It is sad, Fatima. Her favorite drink was banana made with quick. There you go, see? You know, I really can't complain, right? I mean, she's come a long way. She did 3 bouts in the hospital between last December and April, I guess I want to say it was. Physical therapy came to the house all 3 times. She had um, IV antibiotics for 6 weeks the second time that we had to change the bag. I mean, like, she went through all this crap. And I'm not complaining. She bounces back like a trooper every single time. So, I am not complaining in the least. She's got a little bit of forgetfulness, but I don't know if that's just her age or the stroke that she had. But a lot of times, it's, well, what about this, and this? Well, Ma, I told you yesterday, if you remember, that this, and this. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, I remember. It takes a couple times now. But she's Mom. What can I say? She goes on her Facebook on the computer. She writes her little message every morning or so. Well, maybe not every morning anymore, but 2 or 3 times a week. She'll talk to her friends. She'll talks to my aunt every other day of the week. And the 2 of them are like teeny boppers. Every time something major happens, one of them's picking up the phone and calling the other one. Guess what's going on today? So I'll ask her every day, what's new in the north? Because they live like an hour north of us. Hour and a half north of us. What's new in the north? Oh, well, let's see. Your cousin and the kids went here, and Nancy was home by herself with the dog, and she's enjoying the peace and quiet. But Carl comes over, and he was cooking her dinner, and the 2 of them are like teeny boppers. But my aunt is 4 years older than my mom is. She's 84. My mom's going to be 81 in February. So, yep. Kind of like the Golden Girls, but relative edition. Like, I think my mom is Sophia. And I think my aunt is Dorothy. Yeah. Anyway, that's my life. How's everybody else's life doing? Should I go on about my mom? I could do this all night long, Jim is at Lodge. I asked him to bring home cannoli. And he told me that Kenny's the guy from the Lodge that gets the cannoli all the time, said he wasn't getting cannoli until installation in December. Uh, so he has lodge tonight. He has a police meeting tomorrow night. Something else. We're not. For some reason, we're not going food shopping till Thursday. So. Fatima's father will be 83 in March. He's the gym. He's in the gym 3 days a week and walks the dog for a mile and a half to 2 miles a day. Chases bears from the property. I told him he's doing fine, right? Well, I mean, honestly, Fatima, back in February when she came out of the hospital the third time, we had to postpone our trip to see Jim in D.C. because she didn't feel comfortable enough to be alone yet. So we have to make up that trip next year. And I almost changed my mind about going on vacation this year, but she was fine. My neighbor checked on her every day. My neighbor / chiropractor checked on her every day. Called her every other day. She's like, I'm great. As long as she was able to see us on YouTube and she knew where we were, she was fine. So. Kenny can fetch himself in the bin, right? That's what I told her. I said, Jim, that's unacceptable, right? Now you tell Kenny that I said it's time for cannolis. December. 2 more months. I have to wait for cannoli. Yeah. McGill is planning to go check Buc-ee's out next week. Now, McGill, you live in Texas, okay? You should have your choice of what Buc-ee's you want to go to. You can pick any Buc-ee's that you want. Why have you not been there yet? Buc-ee's has just gotten to the point now where it's just like an experience thing. You have to go there and experience Buc-ee's. You don't go there to buy stuff. You don't go there to get gas. You go there to experience Buc-ee's. It's like a cult following. Now, Buc-ee's is great. Buc-ee's is great. Yeah, so how was everybody else's Monday? Well, Rob, that's your fault. But you can have a red sweet tart, because they're very tarty. Well, I'm glad everybody had an exciting Monday. That's a lot of stuff. Thanks for sharing. You have been, just not for a while. I just haven't been too anxious to go back yet. Oh, okay. So now that you've built up the anxiety to want to go, he's gonna go check out Bucky's again. The question is, how far do you live from the nearest Bucky's to your house? Because I feel like you really wouldn't have to go that far. Hello, everyone. How was your Monday? Hello? Hello? You? How was your weekend? Weekend. What happened to my AOL? Where is my A? Oh, it's not on this one's on the other one. Never mind. I have to open the other one. Larkspur took her mom to Walmart. I don't want to talk about it, she says. I know that can be an experience. There was an amount of Friday evening, an allotment of Saturday, and a good measure of Sunday. Well, we know you worked on Friday. But you really weren't working on Friday because technically you were on a 2-hour live stream with me. Bay Sharp figured out what most likely caused the car to strand us on Friday. And what, pray tell, was that, ma'am? I guess I should print this out, because if I don't, I won't be able to put it with the rest of the paperwork. Print. Hello? Oh, there it is. Because SK is always good for a story. The grounding cable corroded the connectors. Well, did he actually work on the car? Because that'll be an intermittent problem. I'm telling you, SK, you just need to go buy a Jeep. Just go buy a Jeep. I don't care if your butt doesn't fit in the seat or whatever the problem was. Just go buy one anyway. I'm horrible. Then some absolute toilet-brained, window-looking band from the petting zoo, knuckle-dragging ball-toucher declared the campground closed on Sunday. Yeah, you can thank Chicago for that. So he cleaned the connectors and sprayed anti-corrosion stuff on them and other connectors. Okay. So does it start up now? I have a lot of I have a lot of them receipts I should put. I can guess. I just wanna love somebody. Come on, Larkspur, sing it with me. Okay, good. It starts. Right now, Fatima has to drive to Kentucky. No Buc-ee's in Michigan. They're building it, I do believe. I do believe they're building it. You have completely lost confidence in its reliability. Yeah, well, just go buy a Jeep. Go buy a Jeep. Morgan Wallen. Love Somebody? You might know this song. Yeah, so I premiered my M25 video last night, so that's out. Good times. Pretty funny. Eagle! Where's Tracy? Where'd she go? Is she counting chickens? Where's the Chuck? What is the Chuck doing? The Chuck wants to know if there is a Buc-ee's in Arizona. I can look it up. He's going to Scottsdale, right? Is that what you said? Is there a Buc-ee? Probably not. But I'm going to Google it anyway. No, there isn't a Buc-ee's in Arizona yet. But the first location is under construction in Goodyear, Arizona, and expected to open in the summer of 2026. So, not yet. He's on his chair. No, not for sure. I may have heard it, but not sure. Okay. Phoenix, that's it. Yeah, no, they're opening one up in Goodyear, Arizona, but not till next summer. So if he goes to see his brother next summer, he can go to they can take a trip to Goodyear and see the Buc-ee's. Look at my hair. Now's the time of year where my hair is gonna be all staticky. Because there's no humidity in the air. Yeah, you need a brisket sandwich, McGill. Brisket sandwich. Eagle is sending him on a mission for a specific rock. Oh, okay. Oh, it's an hour. See, I knew it was close to an hour to your house. Oh, Tracy, I clear coated your painting. You want to see it? It might go out tomorrow or Wednesday. It's over there. Over there. It's over there. Do you want to see it? I will go get it for you. It's over there. Look. I'll get it. I'll get it for you. I'll get it for you. Okay, you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Ta-da! Thank you. I love it. It's going in the kitchen so you can see it all the time. Yeah, I don't know if Jim's going to be able to send it out tomorrow or Wednesday. Be one of those 2 days. He accidentally, instead of buying high gloss clear coat, he brought matte finish. So, I mean, it did the same job, but it's just not shiny, shiny, shiny. But the color still popped out. So, yeah. Other than that, what else? None, just we finished putting in all this. Oh, I have to empty the SD card from the dash cam. Otherwise, it'll beep at me. I was going to do that tonight, and I didn't bring it inside with me. Crap. It won't record anymore because it's full. I had one job. I'll do it tomorrow. It's fine. It has all the random photos on it that it took while we were on our trip. Because it kept thinking we were crashing or something, so it took photos. Yeah, so we put the dash cam back in the truck. We put the brake controller for the camper in the truck. That was like, it was easy once Jim dug the wiring harness out from under the dashboard. Then it was a matter of just clipping on a connector, and the rest was cake. And what else did we do? We have CB stuff coming on Wednesday because I had to get a different antenna. So that'll be another project. And still waiting on my registration. I don't understand why car dealers have to, like, I understand that they want to get a bunch of plates done at the same time, so they make like one big trip to motor vehicle to get plates and stuff, but I'm just getting a registration. I'm transferring my plates. Why is it, this is like this, when did I pick that Jeep up? 2 weeks ago today? And I still don't have my registration yet. Okay, SK's weekly Zoom meeting. So yeah, I'm just waiting on my registration so I can put my license plates on. Are you going to get vinyl stickers that say the RV DJ and Big Jim for the... No. No Jeep. No Jeep. That's gaudy. Nope. Jim asked me the other day, he goes, a Jeep is a Jeep, all others are just trucks, right? He asked me the other day, he says, how wild are you going to get with this thing? I said, what the heck kind of question is that? He says, well, I just need to know. I said, this is coming from a person who like, you know, if it involves like adventurous off-road things, you're like not having it. Why are you asking me how wild I'm going to get with this thing? There are things that I need to get because it should have it. What do you mean, how wild am I going to get with this truck? It's the gaudy part that makes it so very. Yeah, no, that's okay. Nope. Like, no. I said I get vent visors for the windows for every vehicle that I own. That's automatic. I'm gonna get those. Um, I want to get inner fender liners because Jeep just believes in having your entire suspension exposed through the wheel well, which is not good. What? How wild? Dirt not just on the Well, again, this is coming from somebody who, you know, you want to go where with the. No, we're not going in the mud. We're not going here. We're not going there. No, 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 no. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Jim wants a number on how much you're going to spend total, and now you're going to budget. Probably. How I'm going to budget. I don't buy stuff all in one. I buy stuff, I pay off the card. I buy more stuff, I pay off the card. It's all paid for. The most expensive coming from a city slicker, yeah. But the inner fender liners for the set are probably going to run like. Well, I can do the front pair and then do the back pair and split it in half. But if I want all four at the same time, you're running like $350. The vent visors for the side windows run anywhere between. I don't know why they're so damn expensive. I bought them for other cars and they were like $40. But for some reason, for this thing, they run anywhere between 60 and 150. They are like, I don't understand. Like, they have wheel well liners, right? But if you like look between the tire and the wheel well, it's like, oh, there's your shock and there's your this and there's that. Why is that all exposed? I don't need to be kicking stuff up and messing up my stuff. So we had the roof off on Saturday. The two the driver's side and passenger side panels we took off on Saturday. Yeah, I'm gonna get some of them are made out of steel, some are made out of aluminum. I'm gonna get the aluminum ones. Of course, those are the ones that are more expensive, right? And so, off-road era like to show their suspensions. Look tough too. And I wanted to get mud flaps because I noticed that when we went to the car wash last Sunday and they put the tire shine on the tires, and then I drove from the car wash to my house, all that extra tire shine spun off and it actually hit like the side of my tail lights. So you can imagine what mud is gonna look like. All like the entire side of the Jeep would just be like caked in mud. But I'm worried about rocks and stones. I'm not so much worried about mud and dirt. I don't need to be chipping my paint, kicking up rocks to break the windshield of the camper. Jeff saw a Wrangler with the wells all filled in, had a bunch of holes in the plate. Two all black, it looked okay. Yeah, they make different ones. They have designs on them and stuff like that. Don't put tire shine. Mud caking is cool. The car wash does it. So, plus the fender liners are like serve a purpose, but they also look cool. You know, it's all about the looks. So I keep Jimmy's like, well, what do you need for it? So I'm listing all these things, right? And he's like, well, your birthday's coming up, and then Christmas is coming up, and blah 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 blah. I'm like, yes, I know. Christmas is coming. Your birthday is coming. I tell you. It's still fun to drive. I don't care. It's still fun to drive. Like driving a full-size RC car, right? Daryl can give us all off-road. He's got a totally different vehicle, though. He's driving a Ram pickup truck, and look at the trouble he's having with that thing. The more miles and the older it gets, the more money he keeps dumping into it. I think he's rebuilt that truck like 3 times over already. What were we talking about? We were talking about something at dinner today. Something about... My mother mentioned something about snow. I forgot what it was. And I said, I don't like snow. And Jim is like, you got a Jeep now. You could just tootle around in the snow all you want. You got 4-wheel drive. I said, babe, the Colorado had 4-wheel drive. What's your point? He looked at me like, oh yeah. Probably he does. I'm sure he does. Yeah, but they're all overlanding events. I'm not like putting a rooftop tent on my truck or anything like that. Yeah, no inclement weather until the house is done. That's right. Dude, oh my god, it's becoming such a project. All I wanted was a driveway. That's all I wanted. And then my mom's like, well, we need siding and we need this. I said, yeah, well, I can, the guy that did the sidewalk in front of the house, I can ask him what he charges to do roof siding and driveway. And she's like, okay. And here we are. Yes, I know, Jeff. I know. Rob, Rob already had his time zone changed the other day. They go back an hour, a week ahead of us. So technically, it's 2 o'clock Sunday morning, but all the clocks reset themselves with the exception of the microwave and the stove and the clock in the living room and my second alarm clock. So yep. I've gotten hooked on this website called extremeterrain.com. They're really cool to deal with. Their customer service is open 7 days a week. Well, I have the hitch cover from the other. I use the hitch cover when we don't have the regular hitch put in. Just so it keeps all the dirt and crap out of the hitch, out of the receiver. I don't keep a hitch in there all the time because over time it does get, it rests in there in the receiver, and then when you want to get it out, it's a pain in the ass. So I keep the cover in there, and then we take that out, and then we put the hitch in when we tow the camper. Recovering here in all various forms. Fatima. I just wanna love somebody. Oh, this pair isn't bad. With the these are the front only. Yeah, they look like this. Oh, I should show a better picture of them actually on the vehicle. Pizza. Eagle had pizza for her supper tonight. What kind of pizza? What was on it? What'd you eat? Was it square? Was it round? Was it Sicilian? Was it thin crust? That's what they look like. Fatima had lentils and okra. That's just the front. Look at the price. That's just the front. That's crazy. I mean, Jim gets his first responder discount. Pineapples. Thick crust pepperoni, sausage, green pepper, onion, extra mozz. I don't like mushy green peppers. I only like them raw. And you can keep the onion, but I'll take the pepperoni and sausage and extra cheese. Yeah, but they protect all of this, all of your suspension stuff. Of course, it depends on what model you have, but no pineapple. But we do have some freeze-dried pineapple to taste test. Plus, you know what else? I just thought of it. I don't need all the snow getting caked up in my suspension. And then I gotta, like, kick it out. And that's the issue that I had with the Colorado. The snow would always get packed up between the tire and the fender. And we wind up, like, having to kick it all out. Snow is a pain in the arse. Snow. 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 But anyway, that's all I got. Yes, I know. I know. I know. It's a month away yet. Why are you telling me this now? I thought it was October. It's not October, it's November. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. Bobby made chicken, potatoes, and broccoli cheddar soup. More like a stew. Stew! It's stew for you. I just want to let you want to see how quiet the campground is? Very depressing. Let's see how quiet the campground is. Oh, you're gonna make me update to a new version? Figures. Figures. You can upgrade. Why are you updating if you're just gonna open the thing? See? That's what I thought. It was perfect for Bobby's cold, rainy evening. Jamaica is getting hammered by this hurricane. It's insane. Last I looked, the winds were at like 175 miles an hour. Insane. Open. Thank you. God. You had one job. Diane makes all of the soups. That stupid bookmobile's still there. We thought he was leaving. Nope, couldn't be that lucky. Couldn't be that lucky. All of the soups. Yes. And let's see if I can share this screen. Window. There we go. All of the soups, yes. It's so quiet. Rob blames Fatima. Deserted, yet haunted. Perhaps haunted. Right? Oh yeah, she lets me keep them up. I filled them both up to the one on the left, the one that looks like an actual house. Um, that alone holds about 5 pounds of bird seed. It's huge. My boss gave me that. And then my little one that I have there. They'll be set for the winter. They'll be good. They'll be good. Let's see what this one's doing here. It is lonely, right? It's sad. Yeah, the Francine is a big animal nut, so she lets us keep the bird feeders up. It's like a ghost town in that place right now. Oh, Jim chained the ladder to the other ladder on the back of the camper, so it's all chained up. Fatima has a class at 9. I think it says it'll be my last one. It's getting old. Nah, well, that's why we have it outside, because we don't want it inside. We took it out from the pass-through storage because it was just taking up too much room. So nobody's gonna bother it. Nobody's gonna bother it. It is. It is slightly askew. But there's no screamy kids. There's no golf carts. There's nothing. Are the tongs chained as well? They are tucked away nicely inside the firewood rack. Yeah, that big bird feeder holds about 5 pounds of bird food. That thing is heavy. I took down the hummingbird feeder because they went south, and I replaced it with that. So when they come back, I'll put the hummingbird feeder back up, and I'll take that one down. I left my solar lights out, though. I said to Carla, I said, do I really got to pull these stupid solar lights out of the ground? They're solar. They're not attached to any electricity. Like, she's like, nah, you can just leave them out. I said, who the hell's going to... I like my solar lights. Yeah, Dr. Stolen Records is still there. Like I said, he was trying... He had his hood up yesterday. We were like, ooh, maybe he's going to leave. Nope. Nope. The birds know who loves them. That's right. You mean he doesn't bring the tongs home for the winter? What if he loses his touch and forgets how to click them? We can teach him how to do that really quick. I'm sure, you know. It's, you know, like a 2-second class. Now if let's see. I think you should click them every time you say, is it April yet, right? Let's go this way with the camera. Why are there still bugs flying around down there? Frickin' die already. So there's the arcade and the rec hall. That's as far as the camera goes that way. And the people that were in Campground Bruce's spot, they took their camper home yesterday. There's the Novo. So their spot behind us is empty because they took their camper home yesterday. Now the tree's going to be in the way again. There's the wood rack. That's where the tongs are, in the wood rack right over here. That's one of those mosquito repellent things. You light it. It's in a little bucket. What the heck is the name of that stuff? You know what I'm talking about. Citronella, yes. Citronella. Now, unless Carla and Mike start blowing leaves, this camera will stay pretty quiet for the rest of the winter. Yep. I could do the attention Kmart shoppers, but nobody would hear me. I don't even know if the frogs are out with it being this chilly. There's not, like, you can't hear anything. Like, the microphone on this camera is better than the microphone that's on the other camera. So you can hear everything off of this one. So, yeah. Ain't nothing going on down there at the moment. Crickets, maybe my ears are singing. It's about that time in life. Could be crickets. I don't think it's frogs, though. But there's still, like, all kinds of bugs flying around. And it's like, why aren't all the bugs dead? We had a bee. It was, what was the temperature on Saturday? Like, I don't know. I think the highest it got was 73. Didn't feel like it though. It was chilly. There's this bee buzzing around like everybody was complaining that the bees were out on Saturday. It's like, go hibernate, go die, do something. Why are the bees buzzing around? I guess they're just as confused as everybody else is. And that little citronella pail is actually what I rest the camera on and point it at the fire. It makes a good stand for the camera. But anyway, that's all I have there. Will there be geese next year? We have Canada geese, but we didn't see them a whole lot. I think I saw them once, like early in the season, and that was about it. So if Tracy and the Chuck make it to Jersey next year, now they know what my campsite looks like. Shh, don't scare them. What does that mean? What did I say? All the Canada geese will be here in North Carolina. They should just go back to. They should just go back to Canada. He's afraid of the East Coast. Why? We don't bite. Chuck, we don't bite. You know that already. Too many people. Yeah, well. I'm sorry, I didn't choose to live here. But it's no different than going to Michigan. You know, that campground had a lot of people. And you're the one who told me that he was looking up to see where New Jersey was on the map anyway. You're trying to figure out the logistics. I hear you. I hear you. The geese are all in the. What are the geese doing in the cornfield? Around here, they like hanging out wherever the water is. Like the cemetery that my father's buried in and my grandparents has a creek running through it. Guess where all the geese hang out? In the cemetery. Eating larkspur. It's where they rest and eat. We don't have big water here. Yeah. Bugs in the cornfield, bugs in your teeth. Around here, they just eat grass. Or at least at the campground, they just eat grass. But they hang out over by the pond. Most of the time. Every once in a while, you'll catch a goose parade walking up my street. That street that you saw that's in front of the camper. You'll see them parading up the street. Corn is chopped off. It's just the remnants and stuff that falls off the truck. You know, you can get a lot of really good deals with stuff that falls off the truck. Where'd you get that big TV? It fell off the truck. I mean, don't get us wrong, right? We grow stuff here too. It's not all cities and towns. Night, Fatima. Fatima fell off the turnip truck. People, please start suggesting places for Sonia to visit. The creepier or crappier, the better. No TVs fell off the truck. Fatima wants me to go to High Point again. Yeah, on a day that it doesn't rain. High Point is a cool place to go visit. It's got a monument. You could see New York and Pennsylvania when you look out over the mountain. Yeah, I'd do a better video from High Point. It was a crappy day. Cool rainbow, but it was a crappy day. It gets windy and cold up there in the wintertime. Don't worry, Chuck. We don't bite over here. The campsite that we had in New York, our stopover between Michigan and Vermont, was literally like on Lake Erie. Literally. He can borrow my pepper spray. I think I have pictures of that on my phone. I may have taken them off. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? Stop. Here it is. This was looking at Lake Erie from our campsite. And behind the tree is a fence. It's a big lake. Are you kidding me? It was a huge campsite, too. That was me standing up with my arms over the fence taking that picture. That's why it's called the Great Lake. Yep. And this was, and then the thunderstorm. It's a rocky shoreline. It looked like. I tried to look down, but all those trees and stuff were in the way. But I feel like it's a rocky shoreline. Probably in some parts, but. And then a thunderstorm went over the lake. And I caught the lightning going over the lake. Yeah, you know how long? It took me like a half an hour to get it. Because I just wasn't hitting it at the right time. Finally, I got the shot. I was hoping for like uh, a like a bolt shot, but it didn't come out that way. It was. I think I pissed the guy off though because um, we. Well, I think you guys remember when we checked in. It was like I don't know. It was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and there was nobody in the office. So they leave all your paperwork in like this little cubby area, and but he's got a ring camera set up there, which I didn't know. So there's a note on the front of this cubby. It says, go, sign the thing and grab your paperwork, right? So I go in the cubby, I sign the thing, I grab the paperwork, and I'm walking back to the truck, and I'm talking to Jim, and all I hear is, "Hello, can I help you? Hello? Hello?" And I'm like ignoring this guy. I didn't give a crap. Like, I'm supposed to be there. Like, "Hello, can I help you? Hello?" I just drove away. Drove over to the campsite. It was kind of weird. Tracy likes swimming in Lake Superior. After 5 minutes, you're numb enough you don't feel the cold, right? No matter how hot the days are, the lakes never get warm. So, I was waiting for somebody to like drive up and be like, "What are you doing?" But nobody ever did, so. But the campsite, what number campsite was that? The name of the campground is Niagara Shores. And I think it was number one. I think the campsite was number one. And it was this huge campsite. But it wasn't level. It was like, had this like mound. So I'm like, "Oh, how are you supposed to like park on this thing?" Well, it wound up that instead of being like this, you actually park across it. And that's where I got that. It backs up to that lake. So we were like, when we open the door, we see the lake. After that long drive, anyone approaching the RV would have got a friendly fist to the face. Yeah. It was a 12-hour day. 12 hours. So, it felt like 12 hours. It could have been 10. I don't know. I don't remember. But yeah, you open the door, you park across the site, so you're parallel to the lake, and you open your door and you're looking right at it. So, it was really pretty. Ugh. I do have to admit that I did a pretty, with the exception of not even counting the regulars like Michigan and Vermont, right? And I'll even take out that one in New York out of the equation. The rest of the campgrounds that I picked out this year were just like I did a really bad job. I just I planned the whole trip myself. I did the whole mileage thing and the time driving. I just screwed up that entire trip. There's a lot of driving, which, like we told ourselves, we weren't going to do. I am never driving the camper through West Virginia and Kentucky ever again Never, ever, 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 ever. Never. So yeah. Guess what? Next year I'm breaking up my vacation. I'm taking 1 week early in the year and 1 week in September. I'm not. That 2 weeks is just a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. If I planned it out better, it probably wouldn't have been that bad. But I sucked. We wound up doing 3,602 miles altogether round trip. Yep. So that's all I have. And with that, I'm going to call it a live stream. It is a lot of miles. It was a lot of miles. Alright, everybody. You have a great rest of your week. We're going food shopping on Thursday, so hopefully I'll be back in time to paint. I brought home my paint by number, so I just might work on that this week. And if not, then we'll see you Friday night. Friday is Halloween and Ice Cream Friday and all the fun things. So don't do anything I wouldn't do, and if you do, blame it on Bobby. Why? Just because. I don't think we need a reason. Just do it. And Rob is going to try and do his pumpkin tomorrow. Have a good night. That must mean that Rob is off of work tomorrow. Don't forget to tag somebody in your video, Rob. Pick me, pick me. We'll talk to you later.